Over the past 2 years, I've lived in a lot of different cities, maybe a couple dozen cities all around the world. And today I want to talk about how moving from different cities changes your outlook. And I want to characterize a few cities, go through some stuff that I've learned. The main takeaway from this video is that you can change your vibe by changing your city. You can change your outlook by changing the people that are around you, and you can get closer to your goals by just moving locations. First city I want to talk about is New York. It's the first place I moved after college. The reason why I moved to New York City from Naples, Florida, is because I was emailing people in Naples to try to get clients for my startup and was receiving almost no responses. I got a couple responses, but almost nothing. And sometimes in order to make something happen in your life, you have to move to the place where that thing is happening. I wanted to be in startups, so that meant I either had to be in San Francisco or New York. What I learned from New York is there's a lot of networking events and there's a lot of opportunities. I was sending cold emails from the day that I moved to New York. I was in China for a month before that. And 2 weeks from the day that I moved there, I had a job. That's how fast things move in the city. Like, it's no joke. The hustle in New York is real. The only downside to New York for startups versus somewhere like San Francisco is because New York is cheaper than San Francisco, and it's also near all these other states. Like, people can drive in from Connecticut, they can come in from New Jersey. There's a lot more fake businesses and a lot more fake startups at the networking events. San Francisco, on the other hand, is pitch city. The entire time I was there, I was going to networking events and selling and being sold to. The opportunity in San Francisco is about the same as the opportunity in New York, but what I found is because San Francisco is such an expensive city, there's a lot less fake startups there. And let me know in the comments if you found different for San Francisco. But the quality of the businesses, especially if you're in SaaS, which I was back then, is tremendous. Then there's Las Vegas, which is the city I moved to directly after New York. And Las Vegas so far has been one of the most helpful startup cities. And the reason why they do this, I think, is because their startup culture is weak and they know it. But to give you an example of how helpful Las Vegas is, I had met 10 of the top entrepreneurs there just by sending them emails. We met for coffee. I ran into Vegas's biggest entrepreneur, Tony Hsieh, just chilling at a bar within the first couple days in downtown Vegas, and actually met Vegas's mayor at a tech startup event. So while the economic opportunity isn't really there in Vegas, the people there were incredibly helpful. And now I've been out in Los Angeles for the last couple months, and the vibe here is completely different. It kind of feels like a retirement home. Like, a lot of people are walking around, and I don't really know how people are making money. Like in New York, when you meet somebody, you'll shake their hand, and the first question is, what do you do? In LA, almost nobody asks that question. And I think it's because there's so many people that are fake actors or fake whatever, but they're actually waiters. Like, they don't actually make money, and they're embarrassed by it, especially in the entertainment space, which is what we're digging into in this new company. Also in LA, there's been a lot more meetings with no outcomes. Like in New York, almost every time you have a meeting with somebody, there's some reason for the meeting and there's some outcome, like some output, whether it's a proposal or a new business opportunity or something. In LA, I found that more people are likely to take coffee meetings just for the sake of getting out of the office. Those are my top 4 cities. If you're stuck out in the middle of the country, like I was out in Wichita for about 6 months, removed from everyone. Sometimes that's good to be completely isolated because it lets you focus 100% on your business. But if you really want to get things going, every time I've been in a major city, I've seen major jumps in the business. If you found this video valuable, be sure to like it to encourage this type of content on YouTube, subscribe for more B2B sales training, and if you need marketing support for your digital agency, check out experiment27.com. Thanks.